Welcome to Technotopia, guys. This is a brand new game releasing tomorrow, the 23rd of October 2024. It's developed by Yustas and published by Alawar. Technotopia is a card-based city builder. So basically, the premise is that you are an AI that has been created to build the perfect city for 4 different factions, and you need to weigh up each faction's needs and try to keep them all happy. If you don't keep everyone happy, you fail and you restart. So you go through iterations of trying to figure out how to keep everyone kind of sort of happy. So I have played some. So let's resume the game. And this is going to be a review. We're not doing a playthrough on Technotopia, I don't think, unless you guys leave comments on the video that you would like to see more of this, then we'll do a playthrough. But if you don't do that, then we will not be doing a full playthrough. So, as I said, we are an AI. We are called Number 1. And we have 4 factions that we need to appease, you might say. We have the government faction, we have the elite faction, we have the business faction, and we have the public faction. Now, as you can see, we have 3 different cards down here. We have 2 ministry cards and a factory card. So the factory card belongs to the public faction, and these 2 obviously belong to the government faction. Now, initially, you only have buildings that are 1 in size. So if we place a government faction building down here, then we can see that we earn some resources with the government faction, but we lost some resources with everyone else. Now, we need to complete these shapes of buildings. So what we want to do is we can put in this government 2 length card in here, because there was a building there already, and now we have created a block for the government. You can see we're up to 310 influence with the government faction, or resources with the government faction. The number below is the costs. Once each cycle is completed, so there's a cycle, and it's a weekly cycle. If the expenses are higher, so here we have 40 expensive, we have 40 expenses on all of them. If our expenses are higher than the resources that we have with each of them, then we lose the game and we have to start over. But our cards evolve over time. So, for instance, the highway that I have here, you did not have that in the beginning. That didn't exist early on, but we can put a highway in here, and we can stick that in, and that'll give a little bit of something, because we unlocked this skyscraper, basically. So we can put another skyscraper in there. We have a park, which gives +10 to all factions, and it can be assembled into districts. So we'll put a park in there. And then you have these events showing up that will affect some of the factions. So unemployment, high unemployment. People are becoming poorer and cannot realize their potential. We can create jobs, we can expand the machinery of government, or we can hold a party. And you can see each of these corresponds with one of the others. So let's create some jobs. Unemployment, I guess it's a good idea to create some jobs. So we got +20 influence with the public faction, which is good. Well, we reduced our costs for the public faction, so you can reduce the costs as well. Let's see, we actually want to go over here, because over here we have some building information protection center, which we need to unlock. That is our goal for this, for now at least, for this playthrough. So we'll put a factory in here, because there's a factory there already. And then, how do we want to do this? I think what I want to do is something like that, and then like that, because then we have these turned into a block as well, which is kind of nice. And then, did we put skyscrapers in anywhere? We did. Let's put a skyscraper in there. So, as you can see, these things happen over time, these events. So, we now have a 50 cost for the government faction and a 30 cost for the business faction. But we're doing okay right now. But it can quickly spiral out of control. All of a sudden, you're basically screwed. So there was some costs incurred. Let's see, stores. We don't really have any stores already. Well, we do here. Let's put a store there. We can put a skyscraper in here to link all of them up. Let's put a factory in there. The park we want to put down here so that we can get that turned into a block. I think we'll extend the highway. Graffiti. Vandalism. Graffiti on the walls. Art for some, expense for others. Storekeepers are demanding action. Paint over it. Encourage. Find a compromise. Let's try and find a compromise. So we get -10 on the business and the government faction. Okay. So that wasn't great. And you can see our expenses are climbing rapidly, which is bad. Which is very bad. Alright, let's turn this into a block. That'll help a bit out with that. The ministry is getting quite expensive. Let's see, we can do 1, 2. So we need to build all around here to unlock the information protection center. But that's the premise of the game, basically, that you have to build these blocks and make sure that everyone stays relatively happy. And it's not easy. It's certainly not easy. But it is quite fun. It is quite fun. So we can put a bit of highway in there. There's another park. So +10 to all factions. And we can assemble that into a thing. And you can see the costs are going up. We're doing okay for now. But really, really quickly, you can spiral out of control and things will not be good. Alright, so we built another government thing there. And yeah, that's the premise. I really think it looks like a cool concept. I like the idea of being an AI and trying to build the perfect city for each of these 4 factions. I think it's a very cool concept, and I like the card aspect. And as you play along, the cards they evolve. You get, like I said, right now we only have 1 size cards, but you can get cards that are 2 and even 3 in size, I think. So yeah, it's a very cool and interesting concept. Gilded Youth. Let's just do a show trial. It doesn't matter. Mainly because we're not continuing on right now. If we do a playthrough, I'll start over. So over here we have data cubes that we can collect, which is also interesting. So we can... I don't really want to put a highway there. Let's just put a park there. And then... over here. We can do 2 ministry buildings, and then we get an upgrade. So these data cubes, they give us upgrades. So now we can build either the police station, cultural center, shopping mall, or human rights organization. So who are we most screwed with right now? I guess it would be the elite faction. So let's get the cultural center, and that is now part of our deck. We can pick that out of our deck. We have our deck down here, and we can possibly get a cultural center built, and there it is. So we got another data cube, so now we can choose another thing. Add rare store to the deck, so that's a 4 card that we can unlock now. We are still mostly screwed with the elite faction, so we'll choose the Grand Hotel again. Or the one that for the elite faction again. Now, over here, let's just put that there, and that'll take a little bit of time to be built. That'll take. We need to build over there, so we could put a highway. Let's put a highway in there, and then we could stick the Grand Hotel in here. Now we need to get all the way around here to build all these, which is not going to be easy. We are, at the moment, we are losing to the elite faction, right? So we need to do something about that if we can. We can at least build that. That'll help some. Let's see, we can't really do anything there. Let's just put a factory in there. Put a ministry building in there. Glass ceiling. We want to intimidate the workers because that's for these guys. So intimidate the workers. Now we're still losing because we'll go to 0. It doesn't have to go into a negative, but we can get another data cube and add part to the deck, +2 part efficiency. Alright, let's put a pond in there. We get a TV tower, +4 store efficiency, +4 factory efficiency. That's not bad. Let's put you in there. And then we can put... Let's put a park in there, put a pond in there. And then... I don't really know what to do here. Let's put a factory in there. So... There's a lot going on. You can see we're definitely losing this, right? So I screwed up. And that's okay. Because, like I said, we iterate. We get better and better. And these cards that we get into our deck, I believe they are permanent. So next time we'll have those cards as well. So we get more and more advanced, you might say, as an AI. And our creator... after each iteration, our creator resets us, and we've learned something, right? So that's the premise. You learn as you go, and you get better and better, and can build bigger and bigger cities. You can see right now the map is this big, but it actually grows. So if we build out here, I believe we will see that, yeah, the map grow. So we can build ginormous cities eventually as we get better at our job as an AI. I think it's a very cool concept. I think it's I like the graphics. The graphics look pretty nice. It's I think it's a very, very cool game, and I hope you do too. Like I said, it releases on the 23rd of October, so that would be tomorrow. And I'd like to say thank you to the developers Yustas and the publisher Alawar for providing me a key to do a little early access review on this. It's very much appreciated, and I think you have created an awesome game. And I hope my viewers do as well, so that we can play it a bit on the channel, because that I think that would be kind of cool. But yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed a little peek into Technotopia and that you are excited for it. Coming out on the 23rd of October. And I hope to see you in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.